obviously on the MPP.
Yeah, the Yankees. I think it's a 50-50. I don't know who's gonna win it, but just off this one fact alone, a player named Will Smith has been in and won the past four World Series. Uh,
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 8. Hopefully, everyone had a great Halloween. Halloween was yesterday. Spooky vibes is now over because it's November 1st, and we're on to Thanksgiving and Christmas. I already been seeing Christmas ads for shopping, Black Friday deals already. Still got a whole month until that happens, but hopefully everyone had a great Halloween. I would say I think most of the population loves Halloween. I'd say 98% loves Halloween. Dressing up, getting candy. What do you think?
I think it has to be the most irrelevant holiday of them all.
Damn.
But well, I'm not saying I don't like it. I love watching a scary movie on Halloween,
Yeah.
But I feel like it's more for the kids now.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But like other than that, it's like I think when you're a kid, it's great, and then when you have kids, it's great probably.
Yeah.
But
We're in
like
the
in
weird
between that
stage right
stage,
here.
it's just like, what am I supposed to do on Halloween? Like it's like I don't even go out or something,
Yeah, we don't
Like
go. Yeah,
it's
we
kind of
don't
like
go
that's
out
like a
either.
college thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're past all that stuff, but um,
Candy
still
wise,
still enjoy a nice little scary movie.
oh yes, we watched Despicable 4. Not scary,
Yeah,
but it
Patrick's
was
not into
very
scary
funny.
movies.
It was funny.
Patrick gets a little too scared. Little bad dreams, little nightmares.
You know, who can blame me? Favorite candy? Are you going a chocolate, uh, sour, or like chewy?
Normally, I'm like a big chocolate person,
Yeah.
but this year,
Lately, switch up.
lately, for I've been loving the little packets of the Sour Patch Kids.
Oof,
Yeah, those things are
can't go
pretty
wrong.
good. Yeah,
Sour Patch Kids. Yeah,
yeah,
I think I still gotta stick with the chocolate. It is nice to get like a little gummy worm or sour gummy worms or Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, but I think I gotta stick with the chocolate.
Oh,
Reese's, Snickers,
trust me, I got a
Kit
sweet
Kat,
tooth. If it's sweet,
Twix.
I want some of it. So I don't care. It could be
Could be
gummy,
anything.
chocolate, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, hopefully everyone had a good Halloween. Uh hopefully everyone watched the World Series. Didn't think
yes.
we were gonna get a winner by the time we did the podcast today, but yeah, go Dodgers. They won. They beat the Yankees in 5, a gentleman's sweep. And pretty crazy game 5. Dodgers are down 5-0. Came back, won it. Freddie Freeman, MVP, well deserved. Probably unanimous, I would say. I don't think anyone else on the Dodger team would win it. He hit um 4 straight home runs, 6 straight from the Braves. What do you think, Noah? You
Um,
happy with the ending?
well, I mean, it's my prediction. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily happy. I don't think I would have really cared if either of them won. Obviously, I'm a Giants fan, so Yankees winning would have been cool. But also, Yankees fans are just insufferable. Um, and then, as a baseball fan, I predicted the Dodgers, and um, it happened. But I would say, at least for the game five, the Yankees lost it more than the Dodgers won that. I mean, they had one of the worst innings of baseball I think I've ever seen, just in general. Like, not even just
Yeah.
World Series wise, like baseball wise. Um, in the history of baseball. I just need to know how that inning was so bad. They had three errors,
Yeah.
um, two of them by a couple of their best defenders. I mean, Aaron Judge,
Never had an
one,
error all year, which is crazy.
and he just drops an easy one. He just wasn't looking into the glove. He was already looking where he was going to throw the ball. Um, that was with no outs in the inning, kept it going, started the rally. But shout out to Garrett Cole was able to get 2 outs. Um,
Yeah.
even after Volpe also got an error. I think he made the right decision going to third there. Your momentum's pulling you to third. He had run it on first and second. So he throws to third instead of trying to go for the double play. Um, but he just awful throw.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. He just limp armed, the throw. Um,
Yeah. Analysts said that it had to be so perfect for that throw, like his momentum and everything, and then the third baseman covering, everything had to go exactly to plan, and the throw was off, so that's what
yeah,
killed it.
it's just one of those plays like it was the right decision. He just couldn't get it done. Because it would have been even harder, I think, to be able to turn and throw to second or only go to first on that one. But um, Rizzo, the Rizzo Cole thing was weird. I don't know why Cole didn't go to cover first. I think that like that's the one thing pitchers practice in spring training. PFP, pitcher fielding practice, right there. You just go hit your first ground ball the first. You just make that run the first. I
Yeah,
don't care if you think he's gonna take it himself. You
yeah,
still go that way. But obviously, it took a weird spin, I think, at the end for Rizzo. So he had to kind of lay back instead of charge it.
yeah.
But error on Rizzo because he didn't get to first on time. Mookie Betts. Um,
Running full out speed down the line.
yeah,
Uh,
shout out Mookie Betts for actually running instead of assuming he's gonna get out.
yeah,
And then right after that, Freddie Freeman drives in 2 runs, and that's just how the rally started right there to 2 outs.
yeah. It's kind of crazy. I guess Rizzo charged at the ball and then saw that I guess the ball was hit at the end of the bat, so the spin was all crazy. So then he backed off, and then Garrett thought he was just gonna charge, and so it was kind of like Garrett Cole was already walking back to the dugout as well, which is,
Yeah,
it was a whole mess. But man, that fifth inning, I've seen so many TikToks of Yankee fans at bars. Like, there's this one bar that had a big giant screen, and they were showing the whole fifth inning. And man, it's a tough one to watch. Tough one to
yeah, it's
watch.
tough one for Yankees fans. They had a couple of
Aaron Judge hit a home run in
couple of
like the
games.
first inning, second inning.
Yeah,
They
and the
thought it
game
was all
before, the
good.
Dodgers used a lot of their bullpens, so all they had to do was just keep the lead, and they just couldn't do it.
Jack Flaherty out after one inning.
Yeah, it was looking good for the Yankees, and it just all went downhill after that fifth inning. But
That's crazy.
now they lost the World Series, and now they have to worry about potentially the second best player on the team, if not 1B to Aaron Judge. Juan Soto is now a free agent. He said he's going to listen to offers.
Go Giants.
I
I
offer him $700 million. I do not care. Get this guy on the team. Uh, I think there's a good chance he probably goes back to the Yankees. Reports are Dodgers are going to go hard on to get him. I don't know if they will do
That's
that, but
crazy.
I mean, why not? So Soto took that deal where he only makes 10 mil a year, for 10 years or whatever it is, and then they have some wiggle room there, and they also might get Roki Sasaki, I think his name is, the young pitcher from Japan who is rumored to be coming over this
Yeah.
summer, and obviously Dodgers are the favorite for him. So if you're a Dodgers fan, you're living life right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's rare, I think it was talked about, but some owners of baseball teams, they want to go all in. They'll buy whoever they want. There's no salary cap. They can have all these crazy contracts.
yep.
And then there's some teams that the owners just want to make money and they only spend like a couple million on the team. They don't really care. But man, if you want to go all in, you can go all in. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and
Buy your whole team.
I think
Billion dollars by the Dodgers, 700 for Otani and
yeah,
300 for Yamamoto, who he had a good World Series too. So
yeah. Unfortunately, got hurt during the season, but I mean, he had a pretty good season overall. He's only 26. You have him for 5 years or 4 more years,
Yeah,
and I think a good example of what you're saying is like the Guardians. Like if the Guardians just spent a little more money in free
yeah,
agency, because I don't think they got anybody in free agency really, anyone big. If they had spent some money, got a better bat, maybe a better starter, well, one more starter, they could have beat the Yankees and they would have been in
yeah,
the World Series and it could have been different. But they don't go out and spend money. The Royals don't really go out and spend money, and they have a nice young core, so we'll see if they go out and spend money. They did bring in a lot of good free agents, but they're not like top tier guys. Like they could have tried
yeah.
and gone and get Blake Snell or something that would have probably put them over the top. But it's interesting to see if this changes anything, especially if someone like Juan Soto goes to the Dodgers. It's kind of like we might see the Dodgers win every World Series for the next 10 years.
I mean,
So
they've already been in the playoffs for what the last 11 years. They're pretty they get pretty close. Dave Roberts was alluding to it. It's hard to win, but dude, you have already the best player, Shohei Ohtani, who's gonna come back and pitch next year.
yeah.
They're gonna get healthy. They already have all these pitchers, so we'll just see what happens. But very interesting how different baseball is compared to every other sport.
Yeah, you don't necessarily see a dynasty anymore. I feel like Yankee was probably the last dynasty you saw. I mean, they have the most World Series um, wins, titles, whatever, out of every
Yeah,
team. But there's a very good chance the Dodgers are probably in the best position out of any team in years to be able to win multiple World Series like year after year, not like gaps in between like we saw with the Astros, the Giants, the
yeah,
Red Sox at one point. So they're in a good spot. There's a good chance as if everyone can stay healthy on
yeah,
that team is going to be scary for
yep.
a long time.
Giants in the hardest division. Get the Dodgers, get the Padres. Diamondbacks are sneaky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Rockies are just a terrible team, but
Giants
at
find a way
at
to lose
one
against them.
point, at one point, the Rockies were a great team, and yeah, but that division has that one and the AL East have probably been the two hardest divisions in baseball for I don't know how long.
Yeah, but that's the World Series. Baseball season over. Now on to basketball and football still. Um, if you're hockey, hockey is going on. So good
It's
for them.
good time to be a sports fan right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
or you had all the sports on at the same time. You felt like you're getting something every day.
Yeah, I think Monday you had like 15 games to watch all in one
Yeah,
night. Which is
yeah.
crazy. All right, Noah, what headlines we got this week?
Yeah, so probably the biggest news this week was Anthony Richardson, where I don't think we got to talk about it, right? Yeah, so he went out of the
Yeah.
game early at one point against the Texans, where he pulled himself out of the game. It caused a huge controversy because that's something that doesn't happen with quarterbacks. They don't pull themselves out of the game. They usually just play every single snap, unless obviously they get hurt for some reason. But he pulled himself out for a play on the third down, and he got just absolutely eviscerated by everybody saying you can't pull yourself out like that. You're a QB. That just doesn't happen. And the consequence of it, he is now replaced by Joe Flacco for the rest of the season, according to uh, the Colts.
I people are saying it's because of the remark, but of course the team is saying uh they'll have a better chance to win with Joe Flacco, which he's already proved. He's come in, won a couple games when Anthony Richardson was injured. But Anthony Richardson, he's young, he's 22, which is crazy. Maybe he did get injured last year and he played a couple games his rookie year. He's still trying to find his groove, but maybe it's gonna be like a Bryce Young situation. He's gonna take a step back, he's gonna watch Joe Flacco play, and then he's gonna come back into the lineup maybe at the end of the year or next year. So
Yeah, fourth overall pick 2 years ago.
yeah.
Same draft as Bryce Young. Uh, Everyone knew he had I think the highest potential out of all the quarterbacks, but also he was not the best
Yeah.
quarterback because he has not played a lot. I think in college he only played one full year,
Yeah.
and now he's only played 10 games in the NFL. So there was two ways you could go about it. You start him just right and just stick with him and just
Yeah.
see how he develops over time, which he got hurt last year. So this year would be the year you just throw him out there, let him make his mistakes like he did last week, and it's going to happen. He's only 22, like you said, he's really young, and um, and just go with it. Or you sit him for a couple years, let
Yeah.
him learn like a Jordan Love situation, and see what you got in like year 3 or 4. But obviously they just didn't do. They just did a mixture, I guess. Um, they kind of just gave up on him, and
Yeah.
the real question is like, did they make the right decision to bench him for the rest of the year?
Yeah. I think it's just crazy. Like they've drafted him on pure potential, which
Yeah,
is
which happens a lot now.
yes, but they were struggling at QB. They were very old. We had like Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Philip
And they're a
Rivers.
revolving door of just
Yeah,
old QBs.
yeah. After Andrew Luck, so I think they just gotta see. Okay, Joe Flacco, he's proved that he can win games. See how far he can go. Maybe he'll get injured. I don't know. He is 38, I think. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, we'll see. See about the Colts. You can't tap yourself out of the game. You got your
Yeah, that was
offensive
rough.
lineman playing every snap, going down the field,
Yep.
and then the QB taps him out.
You're a little tired, you know. He could have at least lied about it. Said, I took a tough hit. I know I had a little stinger. I didn't think
Yeah.
I could give my best on the next
I
play or
can't
something, you know.
hear the offensive coordinator in my ear, the coach
Something
giving me the
yeah.
play.
Something. Yeah, but
That's it.
I think this is a mistake. I don't think I only think you make this decision if you're like think you can win the Super Bowl. And I don't think the Colts are good enough to win the Super Bowl. I
No,
think
but they can win the division and make the
yeah, you make
playoffs.
the playoffs and then what? And then
Make the
what?
playoffs. That's it.
And then you just lose in the first round. Like I don't know. I just think you have to stick with Richardson. I think you just let him make the mistakes. You just let him learn from them, and you
Yeah.
just see what happens. But they made their decision. They've already gone out and said Joe Flacco's the guy from here on out. So we'll see how that goes. Because what if Joe Flacco's bad? You already said he's the best. He's going to be the quarterback for the rest of the year.
Well, at
Do
least Joe Flacco knows, he
you
knows
just
how to
leave him
come
out there?
back. Yeah.
You just leave him out there for the rest of the year.
He's a veteran.
He throws
Veteran.
five picks this week, 5 picks next week.
Hey,
You just
shout out
leave
to
him out
Jameis
there.
Winston.
I guess we'll see how it goes. And last, the Bucks have Milwaukee Bucks have
Yeah.
started the season really rough. They are 1-4 right now,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of rumors going around that Giannis could force his way out of Milwaukee if they don't start winning soon and
Crazy.
have a better year. And it's crazy because last year
Shout out to
they
Doc
were
Rivers.
yeah, last year before they hired Doc Rivers, they fired their coach when they were 34 or 32 and 14, something like that. Like
Yeah.
they were sitting pretty. And they fired their head coach. They hired Doc Rivers kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The rumor was that the players didn't like him. I can't remember his name. I don't know. I'm blanking on it, but um, he was a first year head coach. They fire him. I remember we talked about it because I think the Bucks are paying like 4 coaches right now because they fired
Budenholzer.
Budenholzer and then the one before Budenholzer uh, to sign Budenholzer. So uh, yeah, but Doc Rivers losing record, I believe, since he's taken over for the Bucks head
Yeah.
coach. First round exit last year, I think, or second round exit
Yeah.
in the playoffs. Giannis was hurt, I believe, in the playoffs, but not for every game. And now, sitting 1-4, you have a disgruntled star in Giannis. Where would you see him going?
I don't know, honestly.
He's going to cost a lot, so I don't think he's going to go to a good team. It's going to be
Yeah.
a mid-tier to lower tier
It's gonna
team.
be a trade, right? Because he still has years on the contract, right?
Yeah, I have it right. I have the
Um, yeah, it's gonna have to be a mid-lower team with a lot of assets, a lot of draft stock. But it can't be like a young team coming up, you know, it can't be like Houston or Pistons. Um, let's see.
I don't know, but he has 2025, 2026, 2027 is his player option. He's making
Damn.
54 million, 58 million, and then 62 million. So he'd be unrestricted free agent in 2028 at 34 if he is to stay with the Bucks.
Well, who has the most stock? Isn't it the Thunder? Don't they have the most draft picks? Like 30
Yeah, but
draft picks?
if you're the Thunder,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
do
if I
you
want
want to
that though.
give up your young guys for Giannis? I think you probably would. But I don't know who you give up because you'd
I
have
would
to give
not
up one of your main pieces and
I would not
then
give up
picks.
homegrown.
Yes, the Bucks are going to be asking for
Yeah,
a lot. You'd have to probably give up like who's it?
can't even think of their team.
You'd probably have to give up Williams.
Yeah, Jalen Williams.
Yeah, Williams, three firsts.
Yeah. I mean, this has to be like a KD trade, right? Wasn't it like four firsts?
Yeah, something
Was it
crazy.
to the Suns, right? Four firsts and whatever. Four players.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, a couple others.
Yeah. I mean, I just did a quick Google search just to see what people are saying. Got the Heat and the Nets.
The Heat are always in this
Yeah.
stuff, but they never pull the trigger. Like they were on Damian Lillard for years, and they never got Damian Lillard. Same thing with the 76ers. I see him as a bull. Bulls are dumb and they give up all their stuff. Um, so I can
Yeah.
see it happening. They give up five first round unprotected. Um,
Somehow some person will like be all in on the Warriors, you know. Oh, if we give away like four guys and draft picks, the Warriors will get them.
yeah,
I do
any
not see
winning
that
team is
happening.
going to be saying that they're going to get them, even though they won't.
Yeah.
Probably see some Knicks get thrown out there, even though they just got a bunch of people. Um,
Yeah, it's just crazy, you know. The Bucks they won a championship not too long ago, and now they're already struggling. Damian Lillard's on the team. I didn't even know Darvin Ham was on the staff,
yeah,
coaching
assistant
staff.
coach. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
it's him.
man, he's the people are saying Giannis is a coach killer.
Yeah, so everything's going to come out because of that. But interesting to see how that's going to develop.
Yeah,
Because 1-4 is a tough start, and if you fall back early in the season, it's hard to turn that around.
yeah. Well, Noah got all the good headlines because I didn't put my headlines in there. So,
I actually had
uh,
three headlines, but Patrick
why
took my World Series
why
pick
wouldn't
and
we
moved it
start with
to
the
the
World Series
front.
beginning of the episode? That's what.
Oh, well, I was starting with the World Series for the beginning of the episode, but we made it a group one, or Patrick made it a group one because he didn't have any topic.
Damn,
I woke up, I looked at it, I was like so confused. I was like, did I put it twice? And then I was like, oh no, he just stole it from me.
I didn't steal it. I just thought it would be a better discussion if we open the episode with the World Series together.
It's gonna be an opener anyways, but yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
And it's fine. Now I know I can do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Take one of my.
I'll
If
steal some
you're a,
topics.
we're a co-host, you know, you
Look,
have the
this
same
is just
powers.
not how it works, okay? You just open up the little doc, just take what you want. Don't even say a word.
Sorry, I fell asleep at like 8:30 last
It
night.
just sounds like a personal problem. I don't know.
I was tired. Anywho,
I don't really care, just so you guys know. I'm just joking.
yeah, just for the content, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's just for fun.
previously on the MPP. That's gonna be the clip right there. Thank you.
I got you.
My first headline: Bronny scores his first points. A lot of people making a big deal. Cleveland did a homecoming for Bronny since he was born there, and you know LeBron has ties to Cleveland as always. So, big deal. Bronny first points. He came in garbage time, 5 minutes left of the game. The Lakers got killed they lost by 34. Probably his last game in the NBA where he can get minutes. He's probably going to be sent down to the G League where he can develop and get his game right, get used to the NBA action. Um, a lot of talk saying that he'll be up and down from the G League to the NBA at LeBron's discre dis
Discretion.
discretion. Um, maybe he'll come back for the Christmas Day game, of course. Who wouldn't love that? But yeah, Bronny probably getting. Yeah, I think it's crazy that he's getting like end of game interviews. He's doing press conference with LeBron. Like, dude, he just scored a couple points and people are like all over him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not his fault. That's what the press want. That's what the media
Yeah, that's
wants.
true.
They asked
That's
for
what
him.
everyone wants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all about the headline, and that's just how it's going to be for him. But yeah, it was cool. He got it in the hometown. At least that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Coming back from his cardiac arrest, and scoring the points in the NBA with his dad and the team, pretty cool. But yeah, like you said, it's probably gonna be up and down. I think they said that like pretty early. It's gonna be up and down. So um, I don't know. He hasn't gone down yet, so I don't know when he's gonna go down. I thought he would have been down already after the first game, but we'll see.
yeah. I think the G League starts next week, maybe a couple weeks. Also, too, there's a clip of Bronny scoring his first points, his first basket, and they show the Lakers bench, Anthony Davis, LeBron, and someone else. They weren't even paying attention, honestly. They were just trying to find a seat on the bench, and yeah, so that's kind of funny. But shout out to Bronny, good for him. And then my next headline, we already get the 10th edition of the match where the match started with Phil Mickelson versus Tiger Woods. That was like the first one. They played for $10 million and Phil Mickelson ended up beating Tiger Woods. That was so long ago. Now they're in their 10th edition and now they're doing like a Superstars where everyone's playing for $1 million. It's all celebrities. We got Ken Griffey Jr. Didn't know he played golf. Michael Phelps, Charles Barkley, Mark Wahlberg, Bill Murray, Nate Bargatze, Wayne Gretzky, and Noah's boy Blake Griffin.
My guy, Blake Griffin. Okay. Shout out
Bro.
Blake Griffin.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of just like
Blake Griffin
he's just off
Celtics
to the
jersey.
side.
Yeah.
I think he officially retired this year.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, superstar. The match they're all playing against each other. They're gonna do a 2v2 in the beginning, and this is gonna be a 2 night event, which is crazy. Usually it's just like 4 hours, and then but this one's a 2 night event. And yeah, they're gonna play 2v2 scramble format, and then to decide the winner for the $1 million, they're gonna play against each other in match play. So should be fun, should be pretty funny. Get to see celebrities play golf, and yeah,
Nice.
nice. And that is it for the headlines. I guess we'll go into our underdog picks.
Yeah, is
Horrible.
this Yeah, we did Bijan missed by 1 yard for my picks. And then I don't even remember the other ones.
Uh,
I think I got one right.
I think I picked Troy Franklin last week. He only got 6 yards.
Yeah, none of Patrick's hit.
Yeah.
I don't think I can
I
check.
think one of them hit. I think one of each of ours hit. We won three in a row, and then I think we're on a two week losing streak here.
Yeah, we were doing good at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Pickens hit and Jalen Hurts hit. So yeah, you had a Pickens, right?
Did I have
Like,
Pickens? Yeah.
yeah, I think so because I had Bijan and Caleb Williams. Bijan missed by 1 yard, and the rest are just awful.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill didn't really have a good game with Tua back. Yeah, Caleb Williams, that was a rough game.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this is
Troy
week
Franklin,
nine,
six
right?
yards.
Yeah, I know that was tough. The Broncos won by a good amount,
Yeah, I
or
think Bo Nix
the
had
Panthers.
like
Panthers.
3 touchdowns. None to Troy Franklin or
No.
any passing yards. But we move on.
Yeah, I think last week I said it was week 7, and it was really week 8. So I think it's week 9 now. I'm not sure, but if you
Yeah,
watch
it's
that
week 9.
video, I say week 7, and in the caption it says week 8. So, all right. So this week for the underdog picks, week 9, we'll start off with Chase Brown in Cincinnati against the Las Vegas Raiders. Uh, they have one of the weak run defenses, so I think Chase Brown's start taking over that lead back role. Give him a touchdown there in Cincinnati against Vegas. Next, Saints are getting Derek Carr back, and they're without Rashid Shaheed, who was Derek Carr's favorite target, and
Yeah,
Chris Olave is back to the number one. So I'm going higher than 67.5 receiving yards against the Carolina Panthers, who obviously one of the worst defenses in the league. And last but not least, Philadelphia against Jacksonville, another weak secondary. I'm going with Devontae Smith higher than 56.5 receiving yards. I think it's kind of low, especially with how bad the Jaguars are. So
nice. First pick for myself, I'm going with Jaden Daniels. He's playing against who's he playing against?
Giants.
Yes, playing against the Giants. No one thought he was going to play last week, but he ended up putting big numbers. I'm going higher, 226.5 passing yards against the Giants. Come on, that's easy. Easy hit right there. Next, I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson with the Patriots getting a touchdown against the Titans. Why not? Maybe they'll Drake May drive him down the field, 5 yard line, run it in, gets the Titans. And then my last pick, I got Puka Nakua going against Seattle's defense. He's getting the wide receiver one reception or targets. So I'm going higher, 64.5 yards. So,
Is he playing? I know he got hurt in practice.
well,
We'll
if
see.
not,
We'll
go
see.
with Cooper Cup's yardage.
Yeah. But right now it's a 35.87 times pick. So there you go. Nice.
Nice. Um,
There's always a delay in the beginning because you count down on the screen record
yeah.
for
Three,
three
two, one. Yes,
seconds,
yes.
and it's annoying
I'm sorry.
because I'm
But
ready to go, and then it's just like, no, we gotta wait, gotta wait. I time everything perfectly with this
yeah,
thing.
I can always tell when you start the recording. You're
Yeah,
waiting, and then you're like, all right,
yeah,
week
I
nine, underdog picks.
I'm all
Um,
ready to go. I have to wait.
yeah. But if you're watching on YouTube, that is why. You
Yeah,
gotta
that's why there's a little delay.
We figured it out. Noah screen records. He's ready to go with the underdog picks for the TikTok post. Um, do we have time to play trivia, maybe? Or we can just end it.
We have 2 minutes, so I don't know.
Good.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just end it here. What a great episode. Episode number 8 in the books. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend. And join us on Wednesday for our picks. Week number 10 in the NFL. Crazy. But shout out to the Jets losing. Or, I mean, Jets winning and the Texans losing. That was
Yeah,
horrible. Just horrible.
yeah, it was just a terrible game all around, honestly. Jets saved by an insane catch by
That was,
Garrett Wilson, getting his shin in bounds.
yeah.
But
Even though,
if that doesn't happen, I don't think Jets win.
yeah, Gary Wilson had 2 touchdowns. Texans looked horrible. People are saying a lot of flaws are coming into play here for the Texans. Of course, Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs out for the Houston Texans, so maybe could play a part there. So
And CJ Stroud has not looked as good as last year since the beginning of the year. So you can't just blame him losing the wide receivers. He has not looked great
some sophomore
in a
slump.
lot of games. Yeah, sophomore slump for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see about that. Give our picks next week. This has been another episode. Hopefully everyone enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
So yeah.